Going on YouTube, it's your boy Thunderbite29 here, and yep, I am back today with another video. And today we are going to be doing something different. As I uploaded my last video, I did expect to get tons and tons of backlash on it, and yep, I've still kept my promise and I kept my word that I was going to accept full responsibility and I'm not going to be a coward and turn off my comments or my ratings. But since people are going to write and say all this crap to me, like, oh, I'm a homophobic piece of crap and stuff like that, let's have a little bit of fun with these people. And today, instead of reading comments from toxic 9-year-old Fortnite fanboys, this time we're going to be reading hate comments from social justice warriors who are trying to defend this event and justify it any way they can. So let's begin, shall we? All they did is give us free cosmetics and put a rainbow in the game. You're just homophobic and you can't show your appreciation for the LGBTQ even when it's not Pride Month. I get that you can still show respect to LGBTQ people even though it's not Pride Month, but if you're going to do something like that, don't do it in a kid's video game, especially when a majority of the player base are between the ages of 6 to 12. I am not homophobic. You're just saying that because I don't want this political agenda being shoved down the throats of young children when it doesn't belong in a kid's video game. I think the event was good, and it is good for kids to know about the LGBTQ, and you weren't forced to buy it, and it's only in the item shop. I don't know why you're complaining. I think you just want attention because you got nothing to talk about. Maybe talk about Ariana Grande coming to Fortnite. Yeah, I get it. That's your opinion that you think kids should know about LGBTQ and racism and stuff like that. I get it. But using a kid's video game is not the best way to do that. Because the purpose of video games is to get our minds off everything that's going on in the real world. That's why sports exist. That's why the Olympics exist. They're supposed to be helping us get our minds off things that are happening in the real world. But now, these days, they're just being trashed with politics. And once again, I say, I support and respect the LGBTQ community. I do not hate them in any way. But if you're going to shove your agenda down my throat and rub it in my face and everywhere and everything, that's when it starts becoming a problem. Doing that does not help your movement. It adds fuel to the fire. And I did not make this video for attention. I made this video because I want people to hear what I really think of this event. As everyone else was like, oh my god, this event is so amazing. This is the best thing that Fortnite has ever done. I am the only YouTuber who's thinking about the next generation of children and the children who are currently being exposed to this agenda everywhere else. Like I've mentioned, Blue's Clues, Sesame Street, Nickelodeon, Lego, etc. I think about the next generation of children. I worry about them. Like when I was their age, I was able to grow up and enjoy my life happily without being exposed to politics or having any political agenda being shoved down my throat. I was able to live my life happy. And I feel like the next generation of kids should live that same happy life that I did as well. Like, leave the kids alone. You all little for saying this. Kids should know about these things and not to point at people who are LGBTQ and to respect their relationships as perfectly normal. If kids decide to become gay or lesbian, it's their choice. While Fortnite is late, I think it is a wonderful thing to do to raise awareness. And there wasn't any cosmetics that was paid. Stop calling Epic a money grabber when they decide to do something good for society. I want likes here and dislikes in the video. Can't get taken down either. Freedom of speech. It's so funny. He says, stop calling them a money grabber. And if you've watched the last video, you'll see that I've never said that word once. So I'm just assuming that he just jumped right into the comment section without watching the full video, and he just assumed that I called this event a money grabber. Even though I did mention that everything was free in the event. But that's not the main point. He says it was so great that Epic Games is trying to spread awareness. I mean, I would agree with that if it was not shoved into a video game. Like I've said before, keep politics and real life issues out of video games. They do not belong here. Like, don't we have enough of that going on as it is right now? It's already now been shoved into multiple different things that are like kid TV shows, kid toys, kid video games, etc. And worst of all, having people like this.
We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children.
And the crazy thing is, those clips I just showed you, that video came out 2 or 3 weeks before Rainbow Royale came out. But of course, this video ended up getting a ton of backlash that these cowards ended up turning their ratings off. Just like what one of those 2 YouTubers did that I mentioned in my last video. This kind of proves my point of why Rainbow Royale had badly backfired. Because people are so tired of hearing this stuff. They're tired of having this agenda shoved down their throat. Especially in modern society today. When they constantly do it in everything. And you want to see likes on your comment but dislikes on my video? Well, sorry man. Looks like you're out of luck. Because the real reason why that picture quality may have been terrible for some viewers, it was because that comment actually got held for review. Can't get taken down. Freedom of speech. But your comment can get held for review. Lesson learned. Don't throw a temper tantrum while writing a comment on YouTube. So, you're homophobic. But that's not all. He also writes, still, if you don't support, you're homophobic. This person is basically saying the same thing that BLM activists had said last year. If you don't support us, you're racist. Or if you're neutral, you're racist. This is not creating any unity. This is just creating more and more hatred and division. Like, give me a fucking break. I think this is going to be the last comment. There are a few things that I do agree with in this comment, and there are some that I disagree with as well. But let's begin, shall we? While I agree it shouldn't be forced on kids, and I respect your opinion, and no hate to you, Thunderbuddy, here's my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing LGBTQ stuff after July. As it's showing support and acceptance, after a month, everyone cares about it and shows it ain't just June that we should show support. The nice part is that they gave everyone free stuff to celebrate instead of making everything V-Bucks. A lot of Epic employees are actually part of the LGBTQ community, so it shows support to their employees as well as the community with coming out, and it's okay to be who you are. As tons of popular online games like Overwatch and Apex have LGBTQ characters on their own roster, so it's not just Fortnite shoving it down people's throats if people want to make that argument. Alright, hold up. I'm going to respond to a couple of things that this person said before I continue reading on. So, about Overwatch. Yes, I know Overwatch has LGBTQ characters. Yes, you are right on that. But the main reason why it's not controversial is because they don't do it for political intention. It was never to be political in any way. I mean, Overwatch has been out for 5 years now. Having an LGBTQ character in Overwatch was never a problem at all. Like, they weren't doing it to promote any political agenda or any of that crap in any way. And the reason why there's no controversy in that, it's because it's not just showing representation for only LGBTQ characters. It's also showing representation for multiple different walks of life and multiple different cultures as well. Overwatch has always had a mixed reading on diversity. On the one hand, you can look at its hero roster and see more diverse characters than is typical in almost any popular medium. The cast size is big. The voice lines are well acted, and accents are appropriate. And like I said, not trying to promote any political agenda in any way. And you also mentioned Epic Games has a huge LGBTQ staff. Either if that is true or not true, the weirdest thing is, during Pride Month, on social media, they didn't even say one comment for Pride Month. And I also did hear that they did go on a 2-week vacation during June. And it takes 3 weeks into July to finally announce an event for the LGBTQ community. Like, that is very, very embarrassing on Epic Games' part. But there is one thing that I do agree with you on, and that is when you said, it's okay to be who you are. I do agree with that. Alright, let's continue reading on, but I'm not going to read the first half of this comment because I do not want to drag the kid into this, because that's not what this video is supposed to be. So, while I don't think we need an event about it every day or month, it's nice to have it outside of the normal June to show more respect outside the month when it's celebrated. Kind of like BLM and other stuff. We need to talk about this stuff more. Remember how they said they're against political agendas being forced on children? But at the same time, completely celebrating this and suggesting that we celebrate this and BLM more in Fortnite. No. Remember when they celebrated BLM in Fortnite last year on the 4th of July? As I mentioned in a lot of videos, I'll tell you again, that event also had badly backfired. Because people are getting so tired of hearing this stuff. I mean, give me a quarter every time I've heard the word racist, justice, pride, LGBTQ. Out of all the times I've heard those words in the last 2 years, and if you give me a quarter every time I heard them, I'd be a millionaire by now. I'm very surprised that you didn't suggest making an event for Autism Awareness Month, or an event for the Jewish communities who have been very, very big victims of hate crimes in the last couple of years, or the Muslims locked up in China. How come there's no events for them? When are they ever going to get an event? And how come there was no free red, white, and blue cosmetics for the 4th of July? How come there was no free gun camos or free red, white, and blue American flag sprays on the 4th of July? This is the big reason why I think this event was political. Because they don't do anything like this for anyone else. It's whatever fits their agenda. And there's 2 more things I want to mention before ending this video. And the first thing is, a lot of the people who currently play this game, a lot of them are too young to be knowing about what love and relationships are. And a lot of them will not start knowing about love and relationships until they enter middle school or high school. Like, just leave the kids alone. Let them grow up and enjoy their childhoods, and let them figure it out for themselves when that day comes. And last but not least, I do respect the LGBTQ people. I do not hate them in any way. It's your life, it's your choice. If you want to become gay, or if you want to become lesbian, or if you want to become bi, it's your choice. And I do agree with that as well. Like, if that makes you happy, go for it. Do whatever makes you happy. That's all I'm just going to say about that. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm sorry that it took a very long time for this video to come out. I've just been having a hard time thinking if I'm going to upload this video or not. It's because I know this video is probably going to get a lot of controversy, but even if that does happen, I accept full responsibility, and I will not be a coward, and I will not turn off my ratings or comments. I will keep them up to the public, and I accept full responsibility. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. You all are the best, and thank you for the continued support as we now begin to close in on 2,720 subscribers. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. And this is ThunderBite29, sign off. God bless you all, and God bless America.